Ray loves when I do projects at my own home because I end up filming them over like 3 weeks and I forget what I said and what I didn't say. So I'm sure up to this point, I've probably already told you what we're going to do, but I'm going to tell you again what we're doing. So what we are doing is we are installing this Armstrong Ceiling Woodhaven planks on my existing drop-down ceiling in our bedroom. And this actually came from when we were doing the headboard. I don't know if you remember, some guy said, "What do you live in a Kinko's?" because of the lights that were down here. Mm-hmm. And my wife hated it. So that's why we are changing the basement, putting these Woodhaven planks up, and I think she's gonna love it. Well, we got the semi truck in here, so I didn't have to use the trailer that I went to go get from Jamie's, which is a good thing. So he's gonna back it all the way up in here, and he's gonna dump it right there, and then I'm gonna have to pump it downstairs. So, but at least he got the semi in here. Appreciate you, man. Thanks. There's my next project. This is Armstrong Ceilings. This is Woodhaven Ceiling Planks. What this does is this goes into the existing drop-down ceiling in my house and makes it look like TNG. And my wife is so excited about this. So that's it. Obviously, we'll go into more detail once we get them opened up and take a look at them, but that's what we got going on. Now all I need to do is get that down there into the basement. Martha! Becca! Stephanie! Looks like I'm on my own. All right, let's do this. I'm super stoked that Armstrong hooked me up with all that ceiling, but look what else they gave me. Look at this palette. I got 2 words for you, boy. Bonfire. As all of you know, Stephanie is definitely the smarter one in this relationship. I will admit that 100%. So before we get started on this huge project of putting up this beautiful Armstrong ceiling in our bedroom, she decided that it would probably be a good idea if we paint first. I've been prepping our room to be painted. I took everything off the walls, got all the outlet covers off. We went and picked out a nice gray to put in here. I think it'll go nice with the white ceilings that are going up. And also what I noticed is that I put these baseboards up a while back and I never painted them.
Are you allowed to park here?
Yeah, I'm allowed to park here. Trust me, I'm a pro. So before we put up this killer Armstrong ceiling at the house, we got to do a little bit of some prep work. So we're eliminating 2 really, really ugly fluorescent lights, and we're replacing them with 6 LED lights. So I got to get some wire and some junction boxes to do that. And also we need trim. I don't know what kind of trim we want to put her on there, but it's got to look fancy. So one thing I'm very grateful for in my wife is that she's got very low standards, which is great for me. We're picking out trim, and I think we're just gonna go with this MDF crown. And the reason why is because it's probably the cheapest one here. It's $10 for 8-foot piece. You think it's good? Beautiful. We are in the bedroom for the 2nd night in a row. We've been down here for hours on end trying to figure out the lighting situation. Our biggest thing was how to lay out the lighting. Do we want to lay out lighting over our bed? Do we want extra lighting like over the desk? But this isn't going to be a bedroom forever, we don't think. It's just while our in-laws are here. So if everyone ever changes it, that lighting might not work. So we're just going to go with a regular grid style. We're going to do 8 lights. So we put some tape on the floors and on the bed on where the lighting's gonna go. And we're just gonna go 2, 4, 6, 8 lights in this room and call it a day. Let's take a look at our light layout. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 in a grid style. And I got them on 2 different zones. I got them on one zone that shuts off kind of over the bed a little bit, and then the other one shuts off the perimeter. You don't like this look?
Is this how it's been?
Only for a couple of days. First, let's talk about our parts, and there's a lot of them.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it, dude. And that's what's great about this stuff. So this is called an easy up clip.
Okay.
What that does is that just clips on to the existing grid.
Yeah.
And then it's got teeth that slide into the groove part of your board and holds it up.
Okay, that's easy.
Boom. And now this clip, this is another clip, and as you can see, it doesn't have the clip part on it. And what this is for if the end of your plank may land on like one of these, and you can't get the clip to go on. So what you do is you just screw this part on where you need it, and then the board slides in there. We're going to use that up against the walls too for the finishers and the starters because you can't get a clip on there. So we'll put this up, give it a little screw into the track there, and that'll hold the ends on both sides. Okay, so our material is just tongue and groove MDF planks. They're 5 inches wide and they're 7 feet long. So they go together just like any TNG. Tongue and groove goes up in the clips, boom, and that's it.
So this all seems pretty simple.
On paper.
On paper.
On paper. Now we do have a lot of lights to cut around. We have some registers, some AC registers we have to cut around. And also we got to get a layout of how wide we have our length of our room and what our starters should be. But Armstrong makes it so simple. Check this out. Determine the layout and size of your border planks. So what you do is you take your room length, and there's some maths that you do. Boom, 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 and it tells you what your starter, you probably can't read that because my handwriting's terrible. So our starter plank is going to be 3 1/2 inches. Now I didn't build this house, so I don't know if this wall is straight or not. If I built it or we built it, it would have been straight, but I'm not sure if it's straight or not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna chalk a line. So we're gonna pull our number for our starter off here, pull a number down there, chalk a line, and then we have our number for our rip for our first row. We'll take that out to the garage. We'll use a table saw, rip those down, and we'll get installing. We got our first row done. And that one was a little tricky just because you have to make sure you got it nice and straight. And you do have to, well, you can see what we did is we screwed it to the channel that's against the wall. So that way it's gonna be stationary. Now this stuff is made to shift, like just with your house. That's why we're leaving a 1/2 inch gap on the ends and against the wall there, because it is going to shift a little bit and slide throughout the clips. But you gotta get this first row set in place where it's not gonna move so that you can put all the other ones to it. Uh-oh.
Dude, stop with the uh-ohs.
This one goes into that one.
Got a pencil there, pen there, got a compass over there, and this guy's over here using colored pencils.
You want to know a little story about this thing?
What?
So my wife and my kids were out shopping, and I said, hey, I need a compass, because you and I were talking about it, but I didn't really tell them what I needed it for.
Yeah.
So they went to like 5 different stores. Finally, they went to the Shell, and they bought a compass. They come home, and it was a compass, like northeast, southwest compass.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not the same thing. Nobody even heard of this. None of my family knew what this was. I'm telling you, nobody had a clue. They're like, no, it's called a protractor. Which,
no.
That's similar, but it's plastic and finds angles. We're cutting out these lights, and what's cool is they give you this template. A lot of times we're finding paint cans or something round to get it, it's a pain. So they give you a nice template of the perfect size of the hole we're gonna cut. And the way that our lights are working is that they went right tight to the row before. So all we're doing is we're just finding the center of our light. And what's cool is we're putting this together representing the row before. And then all we gotta do is take our template, put it to the edge, center it up. Now we know how much overlap there is into our board that we're working on. So we just make a mark. Voila.
Voila. All right, so we're about to break for lunch.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we're about a quarter of the way done, and I'm impressed, dude. I really am. I'm really impressed on how easy it is to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, this clip system, it's a no-brainer. You just stick it up there, put the clips in. You come down here, you measure your length, you cut it, and you usually just take that back over there and you use that as a starter for the next row. Minimal waste, and just run. The only thing that slowed us down a little bit was the lights and those registers, but with that template, I mean, again, that was super easy as well. So I'm happy. I think my wife's gonna love it. It looks like a ceiling.
Yeah, not a, what do you call it, Kinko's?
Ray's like, what's a Kinko's?
Maybe, is that a, like...
Maybe it's a northern thing. Yeah, it's
know.
like a Staples or something like that, where it's all drop-down ceilings and fluorescent lights, and that's what we felt like we were living in here. Yeah. And I don't even like stationary.
Here, what?
My new tool belt.
Yeah?
Yeah, so you just gonna...
Ooh, that reminds me. I got something. I'll be back.
What do you mean you got something? Where are you going? We got ceiling to put up.
I know, but it's for the betterment.
That's a big word, betterment. Man.
I'll be back. All right, so I went and got my Diamondback little satchel thing here, and then I come back to put clips up, and this guy's already got them all lined up on the track already, dude.
Hey, I don't waste any time. I work efficient. While you're off gallivanting around doing nothing, I'm here working hard.
Yeah, I wish I was out gallivanting.
What does that even mean?
I think it's like skipping. It's that easy.
Dude, that's it.
Bed it's so sinky, man.
From all the use.
He's drawing his circle with the pencil from a compass. So,
Can't draw a circle.
kids, this is not how you use a compass, just in case you want to know.
I just want to point something out that these are the clips that come with it. These are not the drop-down clips that we are using. Very important that these do not come with the clips that go with the grid. These come with clips that go either into a stud or something else like we talked about before.
You're on the wrong side of the wall.
I can't get this one in, dude, and it's driving me batty.
Hey, now I'm locked out.
Man, I'm a little tired. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, this is a lot of work.
That was a lot of work, dude. We killed it though. Like, starting the day, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna get it all done. But then after like the first hour, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get all this done, but dude, we put the grind to it and we got it done and it looks awesome. Now, obviously it's not finished. I gotta do some crown molding and tighten up some things, touch up some paint and do things like that. But I think it looks phenomenal. My wife's gonna love it. So I can't thank you enough. Armstrong, I can't thank you enough for the product.
You gonna say something about that hole in your ceiling over here?
There's shut-off valves up under there. So with the drop-down ceiling, you could have just taken a panel out and got to it. But here you can't do that. So what I did is I just made a little access panel. It's gonna be like kind of a panel to your attic. I'm just gonna frame it out with a little bit of trim and have a piece fall down in there. That way, God forbid if anything ever happens, I have to shut off a valve. I just reach up there and shut it off.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's not finished, but I just wanted to see her initial reaction when she sees this roof.
Well, this looks good. You were downplaying it big time. That looks great.
You love it?
Looks like a proper bedroom now.
Nice. You love it? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all that matters. I got 2 pieces up, 3 pieces up. This stuff, I don't know. For those of you that do crown molding for a living, God bless you. I am not going to time lapse any more of this because it's going to be a 40-minute time lapse. But I'm going to get it all up, get it caulked, painted, and I'll give you the after shot, and I'm sure it's going to look wonderful. Crown molding is done, and what a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh. But I did learn the key to crown molding. Big stretch and paint. That's the key to crown molding. This project is done. Again, I want to thank Armstrong Ceilings for hooking me up with these Woodhaven planks, and I think it turned out fantastic. But you know what the most important thing is that my wife thinks it looks awesome. And that's what really counts. Again, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.